Remember, you can call us at 604-609-5766 or email us, gabereau@ctv.ca. My guest now walked into a ballet studio at the tender age of 7, and apparently he knew he'd found his calling. Since then, his career has taken him around the world, and for the past 13 years, I can hardly believe I'm saying it's 13 years, he's been the artistic director and choreographer with the internationally well-known Ballet BC. Please welcome my guest, John Alleyne. Hi.
Thank you.
13 years.
It's been a while. It's been a ride.
Yes, you were a mere child when you got here.
You know, when I was there, I didn't think I was that young. Now, time has passed. I sort of realized how little I knew at that point. And
unlike now, when you know everything.
Oh, well, we keep on trying. We keep on trying.
But the success of Ballet BC is truly impressive.
I've had a lot of people in this community who've really helped to sort of allow the company to grow. It's been a really rewarding time.
Well, when you put on performances such as Carmina Burana, for instance, and the whole world comes crawling to see it, it must make you feel pretty good.
That was a good time. That was, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, and that one we did really well.
Yes. Why do you think? What was so good? What worked so well about it?
You know, again, I think it's been something over a long period of time where the company has sort of set standards, and we sort of go, when we're doing a certain type of work, we will not come below this when it comes to the environment, when it comes to the amount of time to do the work. And it's allowed us to do the type of work that we think our audience wants.
Right. The thing is that ballet companies do not rise and fall at a whim. I mean, to have a ballet company is really a commitment for life. And once, you know, a foundation is set up, an organization and so on, yeah, it's not like a restaurant. I mean, you just can't open it up and then sell it to somebody else and reopen something else. It's a big commitment.
And I think the thing about a ballet company, like a symphony, like a theater company, it's not necessarily built by the artist, it's built by the people within the community. There's only a group of people that come together and that says we want a ballet company in our city.
It's so adored. Now, I really want to know about going to this retreat in England. Now, I wouldn't have been allowed to go if I'd paid twice.
No, it is closed, and it's only closed to artistic directors. And this is the second time we did this. This is a retreat outside of London, and they basically put us all in the room and sort of let our egos go.
Yeah.
So it can be either really wonderful or really scary.
Yeah. What's it called? Thropmulping or something? What was the name of that town? It's the weirdest name. It's one of those great English town names. You forget that,
I've forgotten. You know, a week gone.
I know.
There were 2 different places that we went to. And I cannot remember the name.
It's okay, dear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But what was...
Time marches on. You don't remember where you were last week.
I think you're living in the moment.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Oh, yeah, living in the moment. That's a good excuse.
Most definitely.
So they close the doors, and there you are, all these artistic directors, all dance.
All ballet.
All ballet.
All ballet. And it's ranges from size. We had... the Bolshoi Ballet, and we had Ballet Rambert. So it was a huge range. They had companies from China, Australia, Europe, Canada, the States. It was really fantastic.
And so, and what is on the list of topics of discussion?
Oh, you're looking at dealing with dancers now, because I mean, dancers 10 years ago and dancers now are very different. Their training, their approach, their demands that they put on us are much greater. You're dealing with choreographers. We're constantly looking for innovative voices, and I mean, that's a challenge. You're trying to lay the ground, but you're waiting for that gifted person. We're dealing with the shift. I mean, what is happening in Europe, in which there was a time when governments were just supporting dance. That was it. Whatever you wanted to do, well, that's changed now. So the model of running companies are changing there as they're changing here.
So it was really a practical discussion. It wasn't some sort of adventurous, artistic conversation.
You're dealing with the business, you're dealing with the art, but you know, some of the most interesting conversations happen at dinner.
Right, so what happened at dinner?
Well,
tell me some dirt.
No. You know, it's the opportunity of sitting next to someone that you haven't seen for 10 years and finding out that some of the challenges are similar to yours, or you might discover there's a dancer that you have that would actually fit within that organization. So a lot of it's not only happens in those sort of conferences, but also in the sort of dinners and drinks and chatting.
And yelling all night long over a table. That sounds good. When you were 7, because I mentioned that, and you walked into this ballet studio, where was that?
First ballet studio was in Ville de Liry, which is a small little town outside of Montreal. And it was in a gymnasium. The second large place was the National Ballet School.
Well, that would be quite a leap.
Yeah.
If you'll pardon the expression.
Huge. That was...
So when you were 7 and you walked into the studio, were you by yourself? Were you with your mom? Were you?
No, I was alone.
7 years old, wandering around?
You know, it's amazing. My mother says to me that I was already at elementary school sort of going, bye-bye, leave me, leave me. So always out for an adventure. And there I walked into a ballet studio, and it was, I think, the music. I think it was the movement. And the space just was very, very comfortable to me.
Did you bug them, say, I want to come here?
My parents were really wonderful. I think I unfortunately lost them in the last year, but what was really wonderful is they recognized, or if they saw any talent in any of us, they just supported it. If we changed our mind, they supported it. So they immigrated to this country and they understood or believed that they had to give us any opportunity. So when I said I wanted to dance, they said,
Dance?
Okay. Maybe he'll change his mind.
He'll get over it.
Yeah, but you know, they stood behind me and they supported it, and I'm so grateful to that.
I can't tell you how many artists, not just in your particular discipline, will say that they knew so early that they had to do it. And so you must find with all your dancers, it's not like you get knocked on the head when you're 15. I would think, most of the time.
You know, when you look at dancers now, you try to separate the ones who are more so led by need than by fear. And once
fear is good?
No.
Oh.
When, you know, when you're frightened of doing something, and that takes more power than your need to do it, and you will find the ones with that need, that unquestionable need, are the ones that are going to become wonderful artists.
Well, it's like writers who say, I can't not write. I can't not sing, or whatever it is. So, tell me what's your involvement with Black History Month?
That was another wonderful experience in my life where they asked me to be the keynote speaker. And you sort of go along your life, you do your work, and to be recognized by that community as someone that has maybe affected, you know, our city here is huge. So I had to basically share a certain amount about my life, about how I've reached this place in a profession that is, I mean, people say it's predominantly white. I have to come to terms with the position that I'm in, whether you're white, black, or Asian.
But an artist is an artist.
It is. I've just gotten there by, I don't know whether it's work, whether it's luck, whether it's just what I needed to do, but it was an honor. It was a huge honor to be part of something that's produced by a community.
Yes.
For that community.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Anyway, finally, at last, maybe you can come back again before we wrap this show up. It's been really great seeing you.
It's really wonderful.
I liked it when you had the hair, though. I liked it when you had the big hair, when you had the big hair. John Alleyne, he's the artistic director and choreographer of Ballet BC. Their website is balletbc.com, and you can get some touring information, and they're just fabulous. Thank you, darling.